pause. So I'm officially done with the semester and on summer break now. So I have way more time to film videos, but I'm kind of struggling with ideas. So if you have any suggestions for videos that you would like to see next, whether it's different looks for like a fashion video, or if you even want me to do like a Q&A video, like personal stuff or advice or whatever, anything, I'm open to, you know, pretty much anything. So let me know down below if you have any suggestions. Okay, thanks. So yes, this is the same outfit and everything as my bright red hair to brown hair video because I'm filming it right after that. Anyway, I have been getting a lot of comments and questions and messages from people that are trying to dye their hair bright red like I did a few months ago. I just wanted to make this video to give you some tips on how to maintain your red hair and keep it vibrant, and also how to refresh it and touch it up, and basically just tell you everything that you need to know about having red hair, because it is a really high maintenance hair color and it can be sort of difficult, and it's not like when you have blonde hair or brown hair and you can just wash it and do whatever you want with it and not care. It takes a lot of upkeep and there's a lot of specific things that you need to be careful of. So yeah, I hope you find this helpful and let's get on with it. So as for maintaining your hair, the reason why I said that red hair is a really high maintenance hair color to have is because the second it gets wet or even damp, the color runs basically. So when you get in the shower, the water is never going to run clear basically. I mean, even I have colored my hair brown since, and I still have, I guess, some red underneath this color, and when I get in the shower, it still runs red. So you just really need to be aware of that. Basically, every time you wash your hair, it's going to fade. So the easiest way to keep it from fading as frequently is to wash your hair less frequently. Dry shampoo is going to become your best friend. It's a good idea to not wash your hair every single day anyway, but if you have red hair, it's a really good idea to try to cut your washes down to like 2 or 3 times a week maximum. And to some people that might sound gross, but it's just a sacrifice that you're gonna have to make. But if you use dry shampoo, I promise it'll make your hair stay a little fresh looking and not be as like greasy and gross. So when you are washing your hair, you need to wash your hair in cold water or just really cool water, whatever is the coldest that you can stand. Hot water strips the red color even faster. Not really sure 100% the science behind it. I know that red hair, like red color molecules are bigger, so that's why they don't like stick to your hair as much. I think, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so just try to use cold water. That can be sort of difficult when you're in the shower, so I mean, either try to like stand away from the water, I guess, or what I would do a lot of the times is I would wash my hair separately. So I would just kind of stick my head in the tub, wash my hair really quick, and then that way like my body didn't have to get cold. Another thing that you need to do is use sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners and products that are made for color treated hair and to make color last longer, because obviously sulfates and things like that just strip your hair even more, and so you don't want to do that. Also, when you're washing your hair, try to get the shampoo out of there as quickly as possible, because the longer you leave it in your hair, the more it's going to take the red out. Another tip that I've seen from other people's videos and I've heard of other girls doing is that they would take a semi-permanent color like Beyond the Color Zone or Manic Panic, and they would mix it into a bottle with their conditioner, and then they would use that and just put it in your hair, and then that way it kind of puts color back into your hair. I never tried doing that, but I think that it's a really good idea, so you could try doing that if you want. They also make color depositing shampoos and conditioners. I used one called Riveting Reds, which I purchased at Sally's. I didn't use the conditioner, I only used the shampoo, but I really don't think that it did much for my color, and honestly it just made my hair feel weighed down. There are other companies that make color depositing shampoos and conditioners, so I don't know if you want to try those out. Riveting Reds is the only one I tried, but I don't know, I wouldn't really recommend it. Another really important thing is that after you're washing your hair, you want to use either just like an old towel that you don't really care about or one that is already red, because anything that your hair touches, it will stain red. So make sure that when you're wrapping it in your towel or drying it or whatever, that you don't use like a nice brand new towel, because it will become stained red and that'll be the end of that. Also, don't let your hair down if it's still wet or damp, because if it touches your clothes, it'll stain that too. If you try and like go to bed with your hair damp, it will stain your pillowcase. So just be very, very aware that unless your hair is totally dry, it will stain anything that it touches. So just be very, very cautious and very careful. So for retouching your red hair, I had my hair red for 2 full months and I only retouched it once, and it was after 4 weeks. But it all really depends on how frequently you wash your hair and how careful you are at maintaining it. I honestly washed my hair once a week, twice tops. I don't know, that might sound gross to some people, but it's the truth, and I was pretty careful most of the time. Sometimes I would wash it in warm water because I was just like, oh, whatever. But especially the first month, I was really careful with it. So when I retouched my hair, I used the L'Oreal HiColor HiLights, which is the same product that I used to get my hair red originally. I applied that to my roots first for maybe 20 minutes, and then I applied it to the rest of my hair for like another 10 minutes. But instead of using a 30 volume developer like I did when I first dyed my hair, I used a 20 because my roots were virgin hair, so they didn't need to be lifted as severely, and the rest was already red, obviously. So basically, just to recap, red hair is a really great hair color to have. It's really fun. I really enjoyed it. Even though it is pretty high maintenance, it's not too bad once you kind of get used to it, you kind of get into your routine. The easiest thing, in my opinion, is to just cut down your washes as much as you can. Washing it less frequently is also better too, because the less you wash it, the less it'll fade, and then the less frequently you have to retouch it, which will not only make your color last longer, but it'll also be better for the health of your hair because you're not dyeing it as frequently, if that makes sense. So that's really my biggest piece of advice if you're deciding to go red. Just try not to wash it that much. Now, I wouldn't recommend dyeing your hair bright red around this time, like right before summer. That's the reason why I decided to go back to brunette, because like I said, the second your hair gets wet, the color will run. So if you're the type of person that likes to go to the beach a lot and you like to go swimming and constantly be around water, maybe wait till the end of summer. But if you're the type of person that you don't really care, you're not planning on really getting your hair wet that much, then go for it. So that's basically it. I hope that I covered everything. I think that I did. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them down below and I will answer them. If you want to see the video on how I went from bright red hair to back to brunette, I will link that down below. I will also put the link to the video where I went from this hair color to bright red, and yeah, I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.